And Steffi's already in the VC. We are connected.
Ah.
Hello.
Yay!
I need to turn back on this. There we go. And move it over to the side. There we go, folks.
It's my old PNG tuber model.
Yeah. I mean, it's still cute like you.
Yeah, I love food. I love talking about food. I love watching food. There have been so many times where I've stayed up late with Buck just watching people make food.
Oh my gosh. That sounds so fun.
It's very fun.
Yeah. I often
It's
sit.
like one of these days I want to teach Buck how to cook because apparently he doesn't know how to.
Oh no. Someone else that I'm gonna cook for then. I want to cook for all my friends. Cooking good food is great.
For all the friends.
Yeah, cooking good food is great. Cooking good food for people you care about and get to enjoy it with them is amazing. But yeah, what were we talking about? We were talking about specific food, and then we just started talking about general food.
We're talking about pretzels.
Yeah. We were talking about pretzels and bread.
Yeah. So, funny thing, my dad loves making bread, and he makes good homemade bread. It's so good. Like fresh out of the oven, cut that sucker open, slather it in butter. Nice, warm, fresh baked bread and butter is all you need. It's so good.
Oh, that does sound great.
But one of the things that we struggled with when we were first, when we were first getting into it, was the crust would always be a lot chewier and thicker than the store-bought bread. We couldn't figure out why. I have since now figured out why.
Why is that?
Store-bought bread uses conditioners, dough conditioners. They make your crust softer. It's nothing bad for you. It's not a preservative, though it will help with that. Wait, that just means it's a preservative. Anyways, I brain cannot think at these hours.
It's understandable.
Yeah, but it makes your crust soft while still like browning to a good brown color. Still haven't figured out why it's got that little, like, the bread we buy at the store has that little piece on the side where it looks like some other dough was stuck to it for, like, I don't know. It looks weird.
I don't think I've seen that, so it might just be with wherever you're getting your bread from. They might be doing
That's
it
entirely
specific.
possible.
But yeah, I actually like a hard crust.
Hard crust isn't bad, but when most of your, well, not most. No, actually, yeah, most of your family has missing teeth and
Yeah.
chooses not to put their dentures in, it's a little hard. I'd love to try, because we have a pizza oven. I would love to try making a loaf in the pizza oven.
I'll make one of those circular loaves. Oh,
Or,
those are amazing.
just like baguette shaped. Maybe not baguette length, but baguette shaped.
A round loaf. Round loaves are
Long
amazing.
loaf.
Yeah. Yeah, I like a nice hard crust. It's just so good when it's hard.
it is a little bit more annoying to cut and prone to tearing if you're not careful, but like if you're going at it slow and gently with the serrated knife, you should be fine. If I see anyone squish their bread to
Yeah,
cut it,
uh,
I'm coming after you.
use a serrated blade for bread. We have bread knives for a reason. Also use a serrated blade for tomatoes. That
Oh
helps you
yeah,
prevent
vegetables,
squishing them.
fruit. Of course, some fruit does better if you use a paring knife, which you don't use on a cutting board, but um,
Yeah.
you know, like strawberries, if you want to cut the leaves off the top of a strawberry, it would be better to use a paring knife, whereas like a very small melon baller.
Melon ball. Yeah.
Melon baller.
Apparently, other countries you can get like bread slicers that are pretty much like a deli slicer, but for bread, just for your home, so you can properly slice bread that way.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we've watched the same short on like after after moving to Germany.
Yes, that one, that specific one. Yes. And they just dive deeper and deeper into bread. And then they get to America and have American bread. It's like, what the heck is this?
No, yeah. What surprises me is the different kinds of yeast that there are. There's some yeast that just come in like a block. There's others that are dried beforehand, and that you have to put in sugar water to get them to activate. The yeasty boys must rise.
The yeast.
The yeasty boys.
Remember not to put in hot melted butter. Otherwise you'll kill the yeasties.
Do not kill the yeasty boys. They're working very hard.
Yes. Protect at all costs.
Some conspiracy comes out. It's like Sapphire Dixon and Trinity Night Gaming have secretly share the same YouTube account.
How'd they find out?
How would they know?
I didn't leak it, did you?
I didn't. That's a lot of copper.
It is. I still have more. And this may not be
A lot of
enough.
copper and not nearly enough.
It may not be enough.
Do you have you don't have a chest on top of your hopper. You could put a chest up there and the hopper will pull from there.
Yeah, I could. I mean, it is also a bit faster doing it this way using multiple furnaces rather than just one.
That's true.
I already put one in there, okay. I can't put two in at a time. It's too much. To go one at a time.
Too much power.
Too much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Remember when you used to like send me videos of people making cool swords?
Oh yeah, and then I ran out of sword videos. I couldn't
Blasphemous.
find any more. A lot of them
I know
are...
someone made Miyabi's sword from Zenless.
I mean, I imagine so. Video game and like anime swords are always classic ones for people to make because they always have some cool designs. Because you don't, if you're making
Cloud's Buster sword. Every time I look at that.
Is it possible to wield?
So heavy.
No. Is it possible to wield? No. Is it cool? Yes. Like, you want their swords to be iconic. It adds to character, like the weapon that a character uses adds to their design. This is very important information for people to know.
Yeah, I feel like every gun looks the same. Unless it's a fantasy gun or sci-fi gun.
Yeah. You can definitely make them more ornate. but that is
Yeah,
a
like you can add nearling, which is like the little diamond grippy pattern. It's expensive, but it looks cool.
yeah, and I mean if you're making a video game gun, it's like this probably isn't gonna cost you much to design that.
Mm-hmm.
I almost just shoved a shovel in a furnace.
For games like based more in reality, like Fallout, um, based in reality, a glowing ghoul that talks.
I mean, it's science fiction, both is fiction, but also science.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but most of the guns in that game and um, mods in extension to that do use like real world guns.
Yeah, they like to have some semblance of realism, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I will say
How did
realism.
we get on? How did we get to talking about guns? We went from food to guns.
Oh, we were talking about weapon designs after you started mentioning Zenless.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
ADHD.
we have ADHD railed another conversation yet again. Uh,
Oh,
what is it?
are you summoning me to go help with dishes?
I'm gonna do some graham cracker grounding first.
Okay,
I just want to do it where I'm comfy.
that's completely fair.
Since I'm not using the food pasta, so as not to wake the parents and the other sister up.
I can smell the graham crackers from here.
Oh my god, graham
I
crackers.
haven't even broke out the one cinnamon one I'm gonna be using. This is just regular.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm a sucker for graham crackers.
Graham crackers are good. Okay, I'm gonna create a conspiracy theory about myself. The theory is that I want to learn to make bread so that way I can eventually make graham crackers, so that way I can make a full-on homemade cheesecake. Hello, Buck. Hi.
Yeah, do be
Buck's
cute.
gonna off to the side.
Yeah. Hold on, let me fix. As you can see, we're in here. You can pretty much read chat to figure it out, but to kind of explain, Savvy's fingers got tired and we were talking about food. So naturally...
So naturally, the snack had to come to you.
Uh, adorable.
Oh, yeah. Graham crackers? I think those are classified as a quick bread, so they would be easier to do than a regular. And like quick breads are like cookies, cake, anything that uses baking soda or baking powder or a combination of the two as opposed to yeast.
Huh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh no, Soul was not able to sleep.
Quick breads can very quickly turn chewy if you knead them too much. Of course, sometimes you want that, depending on... I see there are many cuties. Sleep did not happen. I had a feeling, because I may have noticed you in another area.
The elusiveness of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I apologize for leaving Seoul for a bit, but I know they brought this up, and I said, hold on, I have to do what's known as a pro gamer move.
I mean, it is definitely a pro gamer move. You jumped a VC called Safi a snack. No, I don't need to swap it in copper yet.
I've never made graham crackers on my own. I should learn how to do that though, because I love graham crackers. So does my mom.
Yeah, they're so good. Despite the fact that I make cheesecakes occasionally, and I love cheesecake, I've never made a cake or a cookie. I know how, I just haven't.
I'm remembering that one time where we were just talking while I was like putting ingredients in a bowl and starting to make cookies.
Cookie. I remember when you did an entire stream where you made cookies.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good stream.
It was a good stream. A bit chaotic, but what stream isn't?
The same streams that aren't chaotic are also the same streamers that aren't bullied by their chat.
There are streamers who aren't bullied by their chat.
Apparently, the rumor says.
Rumor has it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Some
I've
streamers are not bullied by their chats. They're bullied by their mods instead.
Being alleviated to mod status just means you can bully your streamer.
To a degree, mod status can always be revoked.
It can be, yeah. Ugh. Oh, I've once again been alleviated to mod status in another server, another Discord now. So now I mod in 3 of them.
Oh yeah, a Jing server.
Yeah. I became a mod.
I noticed that.
I'm not in Jing server.
I am. I commit occasional chaos.
Occasional.
Just occasionally as a treat.
I thought I was the treat.
No, you're the whole meal.
I'm just remembering the absolute chaos of this happening in Ace Week, and that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Later this year,
We
we'll
will
have...
return for Ace Week.
Yeah, we will return again for another Ace Week later this year. As chaotic and stressful as that was for me, I really did love it.
Mm-hmm.
But also as chaotic and stressful as that was for me, that is a once-a-year type thing.
Yeah. I did a 12-hour stream once. Never again.
Okay, that was your
I've
affiliate
sat
stream,
through
right?
some of Jade's 24-hour streams. Ah.
Yeah, that was a fun one. The audio died the second that Safi and Tuzi took over.
Oh
She
no.
disconnected her headphones and she didn't know how
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, Jade disconnected her headphones and didn't realize that that would destroy the audio, so it was just video and just Tuzi and Safi panicking and just like writing notes and then posting them for the stream to see.
Oh my gosh.
I had to have Tuzzy watch me on his computer because Jade was watching Tuzzy's screen share via, and so that way stream could like see what Tuzzy was doing. And I started drawing. I was like, okay, chat, what do I draw?
Chat, what do you want me to draw? You get to choose.
It was very funny, and I'm kind of sad that VOD got lost to time because YouTube doesn't do uploads over 12 hours anymore.
Yeah.
After 12 hours with a live stream, YouTube just kind of like cuts off, I believe. Which
Well,
is
you can still
unfortunate.
stream for more than
Yeah.
12 hours. The problem is that the VOD won't be there.
Yeah, the cutoff point. I mean, Twitch technically does the same after 48 hours. On a technicality. Because after 48 hours, your stream will just actually reset. Like, you can look down and you can see that the your stream length on OBS is still going up, but you'll get like another notification of you going live.
So it was very cute.
Yeah, and your stream will like actually cut off and have to start back up again for others. It's something that happens. It happened during Ace Week. I still like all of Ace Week. I never got a single frame drop. All of Ace Week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then immediately the stream afterwards, I get frame drops at the beginning. What the heck was that? But all of Ace Week went off without a hitch until the one part where my computer's like, "All right, we're gonna force a software update on you, and you're gonna like it."
I hate it when computers force software updates. There have been many times where I have gotten everything set up for stream,
Oh,
and in the
God.
morning, it'll all be gone because my computer will have updated without me telling it to.
That happened a lot with my phone. So I didn't have internet for the longest time, right? Your phone insists on updating over Wi-Fi. Can it update over mobile data? Absolutely. Will it let you update over mobile data willingly? No.
It's because it's mobile data is considered less stable,
Yeah, I know,
which
but
to a degree.
it's just a little annoying to be like, all right, my phone has to update. I can't choose to update it when I'm free. It's just gonna randomly start updating on its own. It's not fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of copper. It most certainly is, and it may not be enough.
Are you making like a steampunk ship in the sky?
Yes! I'm making a flying ship. It's gonna be like a flying steampunk ship. I actually like steampunk.
Steampunk is a good aesthetic. It's just difficult to pull off.
Oh, most certainly. I've seen steampunk cosplays before, and they are amazing.
Yeah. Serenity's done a couple steampunk character designs on dolls.
That sounds awesome.
She is very good at it. She hasn't made a doll in a while, but also she hasn't had the space with which to make a doll in a while. Oh boy!
Ooh, running out of room for activities. My old curse.
Yeah.
Everything I pretty much get to do happens in this room. So on my workout, all my editing, all my streaming, when I go to sleep also.
Well, I mean, when the weather starts warming up, you could work out outside.
I mean, I'll run outside, but I prefer to do my workouts in here because, like, doing push-ups on a gravel road is not fun.
No, and you don't have like a porch.
Nope. We do not have a porch. It's just gravel. I've played basketball on gravel before. That's something.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It's actually very unique. It's easier and harder than you'd expect. But it is still very hard. But yeah, it's I don't have much.
Can't stop
room
thinking
for
about
stuff.
cookies now. And how much I really want shortbread.
Oh, I want cookies. My mom usually makes a bunch of cookies around the holiday season for everyone, for like, and she mails them off to different family, but she also makes some for us. She forgot to make some for us this year.
No.
I think part of it might be because of chemo, which is fair. But it's like,
Yeah.
I never got my cookies. Now I want cookies.
Look, everyone, send the dragon your cookies.
Yes. All right, what is everyone's favorite type of cookie?
You can't go wrong with a good chocolate chip cookie.
That is true. I've seen like a short of someone making like going over the differences between different ways to make chocolate chips. And one of them the cookie comes out so thick.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so good. I want it. Put it in my mouth
I've
now.
made chocolate chip cookies with so much flour that they're very dense.
Oh no.
They held their shape the entire time.
Oh gosh.
I too am dense.
I
Very round.
I can be mentally dense at times.
Yes, you can. I'm sorry, I can't disagree with you on that one.
For me, it's a toss-up between chocolate chip and Thin Mints.
Thin Mints are a chocolate shortbread cookie with mint extract in them.
Yee.
At least I think that's how they make them. I
They're
don't
quite
think the
nummy.
chocolate coating actually has any mint in it. I could be wrong about that, though.
No, the coating doesn't have any mint in it. The shortbread inside does, though.
I like tasting things every once in a while, like just letting them kind of sit in my mouth and
get a good
like
taste
get a
for what the
good
flavors are.
flavor profile on them.
Yes, I do that all the time. Just like you just let stuff sit in your mouth and you just feel it for a bit. Get an understanding of what's in this.
Yeah. When I'm watching cooking videos, I'm often trying to dissect what they're doing and what ingredients they're using. Most of the time, I can guess what they're doing and what each ingredient is. There are some times where I'll just be completely and utterly bamboozled, though.
I like watching videos of people make different foods and seeing different recipes and getting ideas. One of the ones though that do annoy me is when it's just someone making the food with like music in the background and they don't say what they're doing. They don't say, "Oh yes, you cook it for this time. You use these ingredients." Like some of the time I can easily guess what it is.
Okay, there are cooking videos that are intended to be tutorials on how to make a thing. There are also cooking videos that are just there to show, hey, I'm making this food, listen to this ASMR, and enjoy.
Yeah, like
Because there is something very innately relaxing about listening to cooking noises.
if it's a full-on video, absolutely, but if it's a short, it doesn't feel like shorts should be used for that. They're violating the whole point of shorts. How dare they?
Do not violate the shorts. Wait.
But yeah, it is fun to build up a flavor profile.
Yeah. A lot of people talk about flavor in cooking. Texture is also important.
Absolutely. Texture is very important if you're neurodivergent, apparently, as well.
Oh yeah, there are some textures I cannot stand. I tried panna cotta, which, how do I explain it? It's like a very creamy jello, and I can't stand that texture. I tried to eat as much of it as I could. I could not. It's just like this texture is going to make me sick.
I'm trying to imagine that like a creamy flavor, but with like a jello texture. Yeah.
It's because they use gelatin. Gelatin tends to be more jello-y. That's why jello is called jello. You use gelatin. You could use cornstarch, but that can give you some unwanted flavor. cornstarch is very bland on its own.
Yeah.
It's a good thickener. Mind you, if you're using it to thicken anything that's liquid, you have to mix it in with a liquid first, like water or milk, before you put it in the food you're making. Because otherwise, you will get clumps of cornstarch. I have eaten one too many puddings with clumps of cornstarch and cocoa powder.
Ugh.
In culinary class. Okay, my dad makes chocolate custard pie every year.
Ooh.
It's very good. We've got it down to a fine science. I know how to make it. I've helped with making it. I've watched it being made. I know how to do this. I knew how to do this when I was in middle school and taking a culinary class because I wanted to learn a little bit more about like how to cook and how to balance my meals. My teammates were not listening to me. Not only did we not mix in the cornstarch properly, we didn't mix in the cocoa powder properly. We did not stir fast enough. And when it came to the end of it, the pudding burnt to the bottom of the pan. And we had to clean that out before we could leave class.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is awful.
I was supposed to be head chef and they were not listening to me.
Yeah, having teammates that don't listen to you is never fun. But I had that happen in a lot of school projects.
A lot of people was like, I think my teacher was like, why weren't you more assertive? You were the head chef. It's like, of course, I didn't know I had social anxiety at the time. I also didn't know that I was neurodivergent at the time. And that being assertive is uncomfortable.
Yes, very. Going back to a previous thing I said, yeah, texture is very important. I love the taste of a banana. I don't like the texture of it. It is too soft for me. It's why I always say you can't trust soft fruit. Because for some reason, fruit that is soft just does not... Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I don't mind soft foods. Like, they can be good. If it's the right food.
Yeah.
But when it's fruit, I like it to be crispy and juicy. Not soft. Like a nice honey crisp apple instead of a golden delicious.
Well, I mean, like a fruit jam, that's a different thing, though. That's not like
Yeah.
the fruit in its base form.
Yeah, jam, jelly, preserve. I actually don't really like jams, jellies, or preserves too much, personally.
I prefer jam over jelly. Jelly is just too much. It's too solid. If I want to spread something on a sandwich, I want it to be not quite so firm.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like taking butter that was in the fridge and just trying to spread it on untoasted bread. It's just gonna
It just
tear
rips
up the
apart the bread.
Yeah, we literally have a butter cooler that you sit on the counter and you put your butter in it, and it's meant to keep it cool so it doesn't go bad, but it does make the butter soft and easily spreadable. But my family just doesn't use it. It's like, we have this. Let's use it.
Yeah. Even in winter, our butter that we put out on our butter tray tends to be a little too hard. So we either have to heat it up or alternatively, what you can do is you take the knife and you smush your butter around like if you were whipping it to put it in like cookie dough or something. It makes it softer and soft and spreadable.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. And that way you don't have to heat it. It does take a little bit of arm strength though, which is why I don't like doing it.
My okay. My family is this level of, I'm gonna choose the word deranged, just
Oh, no.
because you're gonna understand, Seffi. The amount of times I have gone for the butter for something and have seen fork marks in the butter because they used a fork.
No.
Prong side facing like the butter instead of even using the side of the fork, just use the prongs just to get their butter.
No.
Yes. Keep in
I mean,
mind,
it gets the job done, but
at what
the
cost?
knives
though?
are right there.
The butter knives are right there next to the forks. I think it's just because rather than walk 3 feet to where we keep the butter knives and forks and spoons in the drawer, they'll just reach over to like the drain and just grab a fork that was freshly washed for it. Because we hand wash everything because we don't have a dishwasher. Or I
Okay.
should say I hand wash everything.
Oh no.
That would be more accurate.
I know how you feel.
I wouldn't mind if other people also helped, but it's just me. And sometimes it can be overwhelming.
A lot of the times when I don't do the dishes that I've needed to, it's because it's been too much for my brain to handle. And of course my parents will complain, but then I'm just like, if you're gonna complain, you could come help.
Yeah, okay, I know what you mean. For me, it's for me it's the fact that there's just too many dishes in there and our drain is only a certain size. And I want you to know, like, yes, I can just immediately take a towel and just start drying, right? I can do that. The thing is, I would get yelled at in the past if I did that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, in the past, because my parents saw me as like some lazy child. I mean, they still treat me as a child sometimes, which it is what it is, I guess. But they would yell at me for leaving the water running, because like, you're running the water, that's gonna cost up the bill, the electric
Okay,
bill.
that's a little
gonna cost up-
understandable.
What? Well, here's the thing. What if I turned off the water to dry and then turn it back on? The minute I turn off the water and they see there's more dishes in there, they don't care that I'm grabbing a towel. They don't care anything. They're gonna yell at me for leaving dishes in the sink.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Not even asking you, like, are you gonna finish? It's like, no. They're just assuming that you're not gonna finish.
Yeah, they never assume. Like, of course I'm gonna finish. It's only polite. But just... So now I just leave them in the sink and I just walk away. It's like, part of this is protest and part of it is like, I can't do all of these at once. Someone else is gonna have to take care of the rest, but they don't. Like, the amount of times I have woken up, because my family gets up before me, because I'm like pretty much the only night owl in my family, which I have no problem with that. They don't really, I don't think they have a problem with it. But the amount of times I've woken up just to see everyone up and about and moving and a massive pile of dishes, and the dishes in the drain are ones that I did the day before. It's like, it's just disappointing.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. I can see you all three have food. You've been in the kitchen. You've seen that.
Why is it just you doing the dishes?
Well, at the current moment, my mom has chemo. My dad is at work. My sister doesn't live with us anymore, yet she still makes dishes. Before that, I have no idea. I just did them because no one else did them, and I think they assumed that it was my chore to do them, even though we don't have, like, set specific chores. Even if we did, the question arises, what would my sisters be? Because she never did anything to help clean up in our house.
Yeah.
She's a good sister and all. We've had problems in the past, of course, but she is good. She does have that problem to where she just does not, she has not helped to take care of the house.
My sisters help take care of the house. I'm just thinking about it, and it's like, your mom gets the pass because she's going through chemotherapy. Your dad, like, I don't know how stressful his job is, but, like, surely on days off, you could help out.
To describe how stressful his job is, he works weeks on, weeks off is how his work schedule works. He'll work weeks on nights, which is 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and then he'll have a week off, and then he'll work out another week on from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it is 12-hour shifts for 7 days straight.
Ugh.
Yeah. But yeah, he could absolutely help sometimes.
Yeah. My dad has at least gotten a bit better about helping with the dishes when it comes to cooking, because
He makes
he
them.
cooks.
Yeah.
He bakes. Most importantly, it feels like he uses every single dish he possibly can.
Oh God. That's never a fun thing to deal with.
Yeah, like, he'll think he'll be done with something and put it in the sink, and then he was like, oh wait, I still needed that. Well, I'll just get another one instead of taking the 5 minutes to wash. Like, if you're cooking something that's that needs your attention, I understand. But, like,
Yeah. Like, I've cooked and I've accidentally put something in the sink when it's like, oh no, wait, I still need that. I've done that before.
yeah, like, that's an understandable mistake.
I almost did that today, and then I realized, oh wait, no, I didn't put the butter knife away. I still have the butter right here with the butter knife in it.
Butter.
Butter. I made soup.
Butter.
But.
Butter me buns and call me a Borgor.
Well, I mean, if you insist.
I saw that coming. Like,
That was a joke.
I never heard that phrase, if it is a phrase. I never heard it. The minute you said it, I'm like, well, Buck's gonna have fun with it. Oh, you just created it.
I mean, the closest to a normal thing is butter my buns and call me a bagel.
What?
It's one of those goofy little sayings. It's just like, butter my buns and call me a bagel, or slap my ass and call me Sally.
What did that even mean? Butter my buns and call me a bagel. Oh, that's... I've never heard that before. I really haven't. Butter my buns and call me a biscuit is... that phrase? I've heard of a lot of different phrases, some of which I can't even repeat on stream.
Oh no.
Oh no! Took a drink at the wrong time. Took a drink and it went down the wrong pipe. Yeah.
And you can tell it was definitely a wrong time because she typed it instead of saying it.
Oh yeah, she's still recovering. She's back. Yeah, I've heard some of the wildest sayings out there before. Some of which I can't repeat on stream.
Don't.
I
I
mean,
know I've certainly said some wild things.
I could always type it in the in chat, so you two could know what I've heard. You know what? I'll do that. Hold on.
Hmm.
Put
Have
the.
you ever made homemade ice cream?
I've done that at school, but we don't have an ice cream maker or ice cream salt at home.
Mm.
But we did it as like a science project.
You could just use kosher salt instead, or rock salt.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I did not know that. Okay.
So we have an old-fashioned hand crank ice cream machine. We use it to make frozen custard along with ice cream. I just
Yeah.
prefer the frozen custard because it's good texture.
Frozen custard.
My dad used to make what we called burnt almond fudge. The almonds weren't actually burnt. They were toasted, but they were very good.
Ooh. Please tell me you've been also seeing the shorts of the guy who makes wood flavored ice cream.
Yes, I have seen those.
Yes. I'm not alone. It's like, that is such a strange flavor. I want to try it. Put it in my mouth right now.
Oh yeah, the way he described like some of them as being resinous, I find very interesting because I expect pine to have very resinous taste, but it would have like a pretty decent aroma.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with like smoking wood for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I can pretty much imagine what the ice cream would taste like. And oddly enough,
What it would taste like wood ice cream.
yeah. Oddly enough, like even though wood isn't typically edible, it does tend to have pretty decent flavors.
There are some woods that you can eat, and there's like a layer between the bark and like the base trunk of the tree that you can eat during certain times of the year from certain trees.
Yeah, it's the layer of
But
the
it's
tree that is
advised you
growing.
don't do it unless you are doing it for survival and can identify the tree that you are taking that layer from.
Yeah, it's the layer that is growing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I know that in terms of bark, there is cinnamon, which is edible, like completely edible and delicious. And I
Yeah.
know that there's also a certain tree out there that's bark has been used to make gum.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we learned about it because we have signs of like prehistoric humanoids, Homo sapien sapien, Homo sapien neanderthalis,
People
chewing
always
on
have
the
been
tree
chewing
bark.
gum.
Yeah. They would just chew on the bark of that tree.
Mm-hmm.
Just because your mouth has got to be doing something. I know that feeling.
Do you think it's called a gum tree?
Maybe. I think like the actual tree starts with like a Z. Or no, an X or something. I think a
Tree
lot of
that
gum. Yeah, I think
is gum.
yeah. I think a lot of
Tree
gum
that gum
nowadays
comes from.
isn't made of that anymore, which is unfortunate. But it is nice.
Mesoamerican tree is called the Manicara.
Oops,
There are
I hit the
several.
wrong person.
Oops.
I
Hi,
hit the wrong
kid.
person.
Yo.
I am so sorry about that.
Oh, no.
How do I undo that?
I don't know.
There we go.
There we go.
There's the right person who redeemed the time. How did I do that? Oh my god. I've accidentally banned someone before.
Oh
There is one of my friends who can say that they have been banned from my stream for 3 minutes because I accidentally did that. Ugh. God, I don't know how to undo that. I am so sorry. See you in 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah, that's the normal duration for it. It's 10 minutes. If you leave just
Oh
like
my gosh.
click to time someone out, normal duration is 10 minutes. Alright, let's see what lapis lazuli we get. How much of this? This is only 6 blocks, but that also means it's gonna be a lot. We already got over an entire stack. I think lapis lazuli is a pretty gemstone.
My 4th grade teacher had a little globe on his desk made out of lapis lazuli.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Like, it looks like this in real life. It's just this deep blue.
It's a very deep blue. It was used to make paint. Apparently it stinks when you cut it.
What?
Yeah, apparently it has like a really bad smell when you like cut and grind it. I don't quite know why.
Huh. Strange. I know that lapis lazuli is actually important to Mesopotamian mythology because they believed it was the flesh of the gods. Because where Mesopotamia was apparently a great place to mine lapis.
I know lapis also has a tendency to get a lot of inclusions, like pyrite.
Really?
Yeah.
Lapis is just a pretty gemstone, and I love it. Is it my favorite gemstone? Probably not, but it is one of my favorites.
Gemstones are just so shiny.
They are. Also, can we
And
take
crunchy.
can we take a second just so I can rant about getting diamond engagement rings? Because like there's so many other things you could get. So many other pretty gems.
Like you are limited in some of your selection if you want an engagement ring that you can wear all day every day. Because having a durable gemstone is important for that.
Yeah.
So like diamond would be a good choice even if it is a little inflexible. But like if you just want an engagement ring to wear every once in a while, then by all means choose something different.
Also, you don't need an engagement ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Engagement swords would be more expensive, but they'd also be very cool.
They would be cool. Engagement swords, engagement necklaces.
Engagement knife.
Engagement knife. That would be awesome. I like.
Let's face it, I'm gonna call out a few of the people we know. They'd probably enjoy engagement collars.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about those bottom noises?
No. What bottom noises?
I mean, who said Safi wasn't one of the people I was calling out with that?
I have seen some very pretty collars. My one problem with collars is I don't like having something so close to my neck.
Yeah, I can't have anything like, I wouldn't really wear a collar. but part of the reasons why is can't have anything touching my neck. I mean, another part of the reason is that I'm not a bottom, but things can't touch my throat.
Tops can wear collars.
I
There's
know,
nothing against it.
That part was a joke, but I can't wear things that touch my throat. I can't even, like, wear a tie.
Mm.
But yeah, I have a
Wear
reason
brooch
for
pins
it.
instead.
Oh. Yeah, I have a reason for that I don't want to get into on stream. Buck does know that, actually. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, we're doing good. We need
And
more.
I won't pry.
Yeah. But, yeah, I can't wear things touching my throat. No, not touching my throat, please.
It just, the sensation is uncomfortable. It feels like you're choking.
Mm-hmm. But, oh yeah, we were talking about jewelry. I do wear a good amount of jewelry, actually. I like wearing jewelry.
Oh, my older sister, she used to buy these candles where after you melted them to a certain point, they would have little, like, capsules with rings in them. One of, she gave one of them to Serenity, and Serenity tried on the ring and it did not fit her.
Oh no.
But it just so happens to fit my finger. So now I have a second ring that I can wear.
I have 2 rings, actually, that I wear constantly. They're my Aroace rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like wearing... I have a necklace, I have Aroace rings. I also have, like, a keychain that my brain has just, for some reason, interpreted as a piece of jewelry that I have on my leg bag.
Mm.
But let me tell you...
It's a form of accessory, so...
Let me tell y'all about Aroace rings real quick. You wear them on your middle fingers. If any of you at home don't know what any of this means, try wearing a ring on your middle finger for just a little bit and see how uncomfortable it is. It is generally considered a finger where people don't wear rings on because of just how uncomfortable it is for them.
Mm-hmm.
You do get used to it, which happened with me. Like, I got used to my rings to the point where I can feel that I'm not wearing them and it feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I obviously I take them off when I sleep and when I do something like do dishes or take a shower. But
You take them off when you work out, right?
yeah, I take them off when I work out as well.
Okay.
I take off all my jewelry for that. But yeah, I can just feel when they're not on me, and it's like, no, get these back on. Let me put these on.
I've put a little hair tie around my thumb, just to, like, keep it on me, so I could put my hair up later. And I found it was a really great fidget toy, and I'm like, man, I kind of wish I had a ring for my thumbs.
Oh my god. I actually have a fidget ring. I have one of those.
I don't.
I have so many
I need more rings.
I have so many things that I fidget with here on my desk. I have a piece of, like, shoelace, like, or just an entire shoelace that is with no shoe on it. I have a part of my microphone that can be used to adapt it for a boom arm.
Mm-hmm.
I have that. I have the fidget ring somewhere around here. I have dice. I'm just always fidgeting with things, you know. It just feels nice to have something in my fingers and just play with it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Feels nice to have something in your fingers, oh.
Damn it.
Our phrasing will never not be incredible.
It will not. Legends will be told of our phrasing. I mean, other
Our
people.
stories will live on in
Yeah.
someone like starts inscribing a stone with all of the contestants that we've had.
Oh God, that would be a lot. The amount from Ace Week alone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hell, I'm surprised Buck didn't context the one that I just said yet. He's probably disassociating. It's that time of
Possibly.
it's that time of the night. But
Wow.
hello. Yeah, I as long as people enjoy my phrasing, then it doesn't bother me because it brings people happiness and I like making people happy.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer a bracelet over a ring. I used to have bracelets and then I lost them. I need a bracelet.
You know
I have a
those
watch.
those silicone bracelets that they hand out at like everything?
Yes.
I used to wear those constantly. And I ended up getting to be allergic to the silicone. So now I can't wear
Oh,
them
no.
anymore. And a lot of like the fitness trackers and high-tech I keep wanting to call them the wallet. It's not what they are. Timepiece is another word for it. Watch, that's what it
Watch,
is.
yes. I have one right now.
A lot of them nowadays have silicone wristbands just because they're super easy to clean. And I'm just like, nope, I'm gonna need metal or leather.
I actually leather would be good. I like wearing leather. I can't wear silver jewelry. My
Are you
skin.
allergic?
Yep, my skin is allergic to silver. One time when I wore a silver necklace, like the back of my neck where the necklace was touching started breaking out in hives after a few days.
Oh.
It's not fun. I am allergic.
Also,
Yeah.
Trinity is a were-dragon. I've been called a werewolf before. I've been called a werewolf before, and the fact that I have 4 werewolf sonas does not help. Werewolves are cool, okay?
You know, it'd be really sad if there was like a story with a dragon where they're like, I'm trying to build a horde, but mine's just so itchy.
Oh no!
Like they discover they're allergic to metal.
Oh, I think gold is hyperallergenic. It's fine. Don't worry, you still got gold.
Yeah, my mom has some allergies to metals. I thankfully don't seem to have any, at least at this point in time. She has to have very high purity, high purity metals. So like gold, silver.
Yeah, platinum.
I think so, yeah.
Platinum's
We
good.
mostly get her gold stuff though if we're gonna be buying her jewelry.
Ah. Isn't that for gold jewelry? It's never solid gold or actual gold. It's a gold alloy, usually with titanium.
I think so.
Yeah, the reason why is because
The real gold is very soft.
it is a very ductile metal. If you had like a solid gold ring, you could just crush it with your hand. Your 2 fingers actually. All you need is 2 fingers for that. It's a very soft, so they usually mix it with titanium. Heck, my rings are a tungsten carbide, which tungsten it has the highest melting point out of any metal.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's great. How dare you, Buck? It is also very fragile. So usually you have to mix it with something like, turn into tungsten steel or tungsten carbide.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, another timeout. Ugh. Yeah, that is what my rings are. They are tungsten carbide.
Yeah, I know. The backs that I got for the studs I wear, the earrings, are medical grade titanium.
Ooh.
Yeah. And they're great. They're easy to clean. Unfortunately, Serenity lost one of the backs. So now there's only
Uh-huh.
one, and the other and I've replaced the other back with one that's very bad.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Yeah. It was plated in something and the plating has worn off. And now it's like just copper.
Oof.
Yeah.
I don't have any earrings yet. I might get some, I don't know. My mom got me what is called an ear cuff, but you still need to pierce your ears for it. If you know what an ear cuff is.
I know there are ear cuffs that you don't have to pierce your ears for.
The ones that she got me apparently had to be pierced, but they're pretty cool actually.
Mm-hmm. There are some ear cuffs you can get that make your ears look like you've got elf ears.
Ooh. The ones that I have are dragons.
Aww.
It looks like you have like a noodle dragon wrapped around your ear.
Mm-hmm.
It's very awesome.
I was designing an outfit earlier and I'm like, how cute would it be if I had just like a little buck hanging onto a zipper?
That would be adorable. What do you
It'd
mean?
be so cute!
That'd be absolutely adorable. Okay. Buck talks about how many streamers he is friends with and how many times he's been on other people's streams, despite the fact that he doesn't stream. When do you think Buck merch is gonna come out? He doesn't even stream yet. He's gonna get his own merch.
I mean, if anyone's gonna make it, it's probably gonna be me.
Yeah. The Buck merch.
Yay.
I still need to get a plushie. I don't have a plushie. I am like the only
Oh,
trans
no.
girl without plushies.
Oh
You
no,
need blush.
someone turned Trin into a marketable plushie.
No, don't turn me into the plushie. But I can't get a Blaha. They don't ship them up here. If I could,
For a moment, I thought someone had redeemed a letter ban, and I was like, "What? What's going on?" It's like, no, it's Twitch telling me that I can do a letter ban.
yeah. You can ban a letter.
I have so many plushies.
Oh my gosh. Share the plushies.
Serenity's been looking at a standing desk recently. Because she doesn't have a desk that she can use at the moment. And the closest thing she has is a nightstand with a drawer that pulls out. Which I had to fix, by the way. The drawer had gotten stuck between the rails on one side, so I had to kind of hit it up back into the track where it was supposed to be.
Oh, dang.
It surprisingly worked.
I hear a lot about standing desks. I don't know if I could use one. Like, it would be great to be able to pace around while I work, because I like to pace.
Mm-hmm.
But also, my headphones are hooked up via wire, so I just start
You could
pacing
do
and
a little
yank my
pacing.
headphones
You could
off.
do a little dance.
Yeah, but it's not fun when it's little. It's much more fun when there's more to do.
It's not fun when it's little, you say.
God damn it. Damn it. $16? Yeah, that's average. The 16 is the average amount that we could have possibly gotten from 7 iron ore.
Alright, let's see. How many from just this stream?
Okay, I mean, Buck had a lot of fun with Dark Souls 3. Let's see how much fun he's gonna have with Dark Souls 1 now. Which I am excited for.
6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, you've got 9. It would be 10, but one of those is my things.
Fair. I am excited for Dark Souls 1 again.
One of the Dark Souls 3 streams, I got over 40.
You
It was a
really
good night for
did.
contestants.
You really did. I saw the cestus. I decided, ooh, I'm gonna use a fist weapon for this run. Then I guess, and that was my first mistake. That was where it all began.
Where it all began.
I only used up 3 entire coal blocks. Look at that. Coal blocks are such a very efficient fuel source. Why did I mine up my crafting table? I still needed that. Look at all of that copper.
One of these days, I'd like to make a gingerbread house, but instead of using gingerbread, I'd like to use shortbread. Because gingerbread for making the houses doesn't really taste good,
Yeah.
but shortbread is sturdy and always tastes good.
It does.
Especially if you get the good Irish butter.
One, I mean,
I too am short and sturdy.
yeah, Irish cream butter is great, but I was about to say words. I found the words again. One of the things that I don't like about gingerbread houses is they get stale really fast.
Yeah, if you live in a humid environment, they will get stale very fast.
Why? It's not even humid up here and they still get stale.
It's more humid than where I live.
Is it? I'm trying to remember. Would it actually be that humid? Oh well. The thing is with, because it's a lot of food to eat at once, and even then people, once you build it, people don't want you to just immediately start eating it.
No, they usually want it to sit around for a little bit so it can look pretty.
Yeah.
In which case, like, just make it out of resin then.
I mean, sometimes I like to sit around and look pretty myself. But anyways,
I
I
mean, I also like to sit around and look pretty.
yeah. I don't even sit properly. I do that like stereotypical thing for queer people where we just can't sit straight. But as much as I can, like I can eat a lot of food. I don't always. I do limit myself to make sure I'm eating a healthy amount, but not too much.
I try to limit myself, but every time I do that, my brain is like, you have not eaten enough food, and therefore you must eat a lot of food now.
You, I thought you were about to say you try to limit yourself, but on the other hand, your dad makes bread.
He doesn't make bread that often.
Probably more often than my mom. Gosh, I want to make bread. I want to learn to make bread, and I want to learn to make a good crust. I want the crunch.
Crunchy.
Okay. I saw a post about
Crunch.
someone's homemade bread that said that it was basically talking about some bread that somebody had made. Like they posted a photo that said, "Hey, I finally made my bread. And it's so perfect." Someone like commented that is the only way to get that type of bread is to make it perfectly, and they somehow made it perfect in the wrong way. Because all that the bread was, like they cut it in half. All that it was just crust and enough gluten structure to hold up the crust. It was very airy with just so many air pockets and so big. And like, it's nice, light, and fluffy. It's like, there is no bread with your bread.
That is just the gluten.
Yeah, your bread has no bread.
I mean, if you can wash out your dough so it's just the gluten strands.
Yeah, if you want.
It makes for a very chewy bread, but if that's what you're going for, then it's not a bad thing.
Like, all it was just the, bread, or the gluten strands in the crust, and someone's like, you have to do this perfectly and on purpose to manage to make it exactly like this.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a horrible, awful picture of the world's most dense bread. They must have, like, not added yeast and completely
God.
punched out
Any holes?
any air bubbles that could have been in there. Because there were no air bubbles when that bread was baked.
Behold the bread brick.
It looked like a custard.
What?
But it was bread, and I'm like, the texture on that must be awful.
If that thing goes stale, you could sell it as a brick.
You could, not that I would trust it.
Yeah. It's weird
Did you
as
know
much
that
as
you
I
can
like.
put the slices of bread in your brown sugar to stop it from getting crusty and hard?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so the brown sugar will take the moisture out of the bread, and the molasses in it will, instead of drying out and becoming very hard, will stay nice and soft and moldable like brown sugar is supposed to be.
That's good. That is very interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah,
Uh,
we use that trick at my house.
yeah. You think that because bread usually uses yeast or even wild yeast, sometimes like sourdough, you think that because of that I wouldn't like bread because I have mycophobia. But oddly enough, I do like bread. I just don't tend to think about it.
Yeah, most people don't think that yeast is a fungus, but it is.
100% is. But yeah.
It also doesn't have like the typical mushroom shape.
I mean, isn't it yeast like a single-celled fungus too? Isn't that why?
That I don't know.
I think it, because no fungus can be single-celled organism. But a lot of people also think that my mycophobia is worse than it is. It's not as bad as, it's not as bad as some people would think.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of mild. Like, pictures of fungus aren't a problem. Cooking with fungus, I can do that. I'd prefer not to, but I can.
Mm-hmm.
But of course I'm going to wear gloves because I'm not going to touch it. But if I am out on like a walk and there is like a mushroom, I am giving that mushroom a wide berth. I am not getting close to it. And the amount of times I've been out like just on a walk exploring the woods, because there's a time of the year around fall where the mushrooms really like to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I accidentally step on a mushroom. I just immediately jump back. I go home, I change my shoes, I change my pant leg if I'm sure the pant leg had touched the mushroom. It's like, nope, nope, nope. The fungus is on me, get it off.
I don't know, Trinity. That sounds like a pretty bad phobia.
I mean, like I said, it's not like I can still cook with it. I can still be in the same room with fungus. It's just mild mycophobia. It's not my worst phobia. That one I will not be open with at least not on stream.
No, and that's completely fair. Don't
Yeah.
tell your phobias to the internet.
Like, I'll be open with friends, but I just won't be open with, I'm not letting that on stream.
Mm-hmm.
People would have a field day with that.
There have been so many times where I've just been minding my own business, and then a picture that makes me instantly uncomfortable will just come across my page, and I'm like, why have you done this to me? No one asked for this. My dad's always like, well, why did you look at it? Then I was like, I didn't know it was gonna be there.
It's not like we looked at it on purpose. Like, censor it. Like, that's for a lot of...
It can be hard to censor things because there are irrational phobias for a lot of different things.
Yeah, true. I know that there are some more common ones. Like, I know arachnophobia is a fairly common one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know in a Jade server, if you have to post a spider, it gets censored. Because of that. Which I honestly...
Jade is not afraid of spiders, but there are several people on the server that are.
Yeah,
me
I know.
included. I'm trying to get better.
It's a phobia. It's your brain. It's
Yeah. The thing I always like to say is everyone's fear makes sense to them.
yeah. Like, it is completely irrational, but to your brain it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the spider pictures have to get censored on there because of how many people there. Like, even Jade herself isn't, but a lot of people are.
Mm-hmm.
Arachnophobia is one of the more common phobias. I think it is estimated that 50% of people assigned female at birth and about 33% of people assigned male at birth have arachnophobia worldwide.
Welcome to the world ride.
I have a lisp. But yeah.
Not making fun of your lisp.
I know. I'm not saying. I'm just stating that it's my lisp. That's why I'm doing this. Personally, I like spiders. I think that they're cute little 8-legged friends, and I know that
spiders are cool, and I think the fact that their silk pound per pound is super strong. That's like really cool. It's just the sight of them freaks me out.
That's completely understandable. Like, it is a phobia. It's your brain, it makes sense to your brain, and it is also one of the most common phobias. I think it might be the most common phobia in the world.
Right. Strangely, anthro spiders, no problem with.
The anther spiders you're fine with. It's the non-anthro ones that you're not.
Yeah. Like, Lucas the spider is purposely designed to be very cute.
Oh yes, definitely, definitely. Look.
Potion of night vision.
I can see
She see
forever.
in dark. Unlike me, when it get dark, cannot see.
I actually have decent size of night vision IRL.
Yeah.
So much gold. So
It
much.
sucks being, like, light sensitive and also not being able to see without a certain amount of light.
I will. Hold on, let you finish yours.
Yeah. When my older sister first moved back into the house, we would turn off the lights so that way she could sleep because she's in the main room of the basement. And like I would start walking down the stairs and I'd be like, wait, where's the next step? I'm walking into a wall of darkness. I cannot see anything.
Oh no. Please tell me you haven't fallen down the stairs.
So I'd be like very carefully like searching for the small doorway at the bottom of the staircase. Be like, okay, where is it? Okay, I'm here. The next step should be the last one. And there have been times where I've been mistaken.
Oof.
And nearly fallen down the staircase. I've also slipped down the staircase and shoved my knee into the side of the couch bed
Oh.
while she's been
pain.
asleep or trying to fall asleep.
Absolute pain.
It's like, it's not only painful, I'm not only in pain, but I'm accidentally waking someone up.
Oh no. I'd be way more concerned about waking someone up than the pain that I'm in. But like, oh.
Thankfully, my innate reaction to being hurt is to just make noise or silently scream.
Oh. Yeah, I was talking about something. Oh yeah, light sensitivity. I have that. Apparently it's a thing from, ADHD being neurodivergent. Mm-hmm. I sometimes, like, my family will have the lights on. Like, it'll be dark. They'll all be watching TV and they'll just have the overhead light, the ceiling fan light on. Mm-hmm. And it just hurts my eyes to look at.
Yeah.
I'll just have to put on sunglasses. And they'll either yell at me to take them off.
She
or
wears
they'll
her
just,
sunglasses at night.
Yeah. They'll either, like, yell at me to take them off or just make fun of me. Because they like to call me a vampire. It's like, oh, you're just not used to that. You need to go outside more. You need to see. It's like, I go outside more than you do, mother. Mm-hmm. I go outside to...
Going outside has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. It is
Sometimes light is just a little too intense.
It is light sensitivity. It is because I have ADHD. There has been like one singular saving grace to it all. Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it saving grace. I'd call it, I don't know what to call it. But because of chemo, my mom now is getting some light sensitivity.
So she's starting to understand.
I hope so. She still makes fun of me for it. It's like, mother. You have felt what I deal with from this. Mm-hmm. You really want me to take off my sunglasses and suffer?
I have one tiny itty bitty lamp that lights up my entire room most of the time. And if I need more light, then I'll turn on the big overhead light. But most of the time, I don't.
Oh.
I do have a south-facing window, which means in the wintertime, I do get a bit of sunlight through the window.
wheelbase.
The problem is when it snowed so much that when it snowed so much that the window gets completely covered.
Oh yeah. I can't have any light in my room when I sleep. It has to be completely dark. Like I have blackout curtains, which do help, but then during the summertime, because of the way how summer works up here and how we get so much sunlight, I just end up waking up early. Like, I think it was definitely a thing I talked about for Ace Week, because my computer screen never turned off. So I just ended up having the light from that, and I couldn't sleep for the first few days.
And then eventually you just got so tired that your body was like, you know what? No, we're doing this.
No, I just put something over my screen. I still couldn't get to sleep from the light. It's just how my brain works. It's got to be pitch black. I got to be consumed by the darkness. And
Yeah.
the like pitch black like that and being consumed by darkness sounds terrifying to some people. To me, it just sounds relaxing. There's a frienderman.
Yeah, it's less noise for your brain to handle.
Like if I can open my eyes and not tell if my eyes are open, that sounds nice. That'll help
Hello,
me.
sister.
That's
a
how I
lot
sleep.
of graham crackers.
The graham crackers.
It said 16 ounces.
Graham crackers.
That's
And I'm doing a double batch.
Oh my
Here's
gosh.
32. Here's 2 pounds.
2 pounds of graham cracker
Crumbs.
crumbs.
Oh gosh.
It's like full. The bowl she's using, it's clear. It's full up to the top.
Oh. Oh, that's a lot of graham crackers.
Are you ready to do dishes now?
As much as I'm gonna be.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna hop off then, so that way I can
Alright.
do dishes and then get fed, because I'm very tired.
It is almost time to end, actually, for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie.
And it's still waxed.
Yeah.
I want it to be not waxed. That way I can wax it
Bye
myself.
bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye, Shaffy.
Bye bye, Safi. Have good time cleaning dishes and then eepens.
Yeah. I give Buck a little kiss. Mwah.
Mwah.
Adorable. Alright. Hop on my throne. We are unfortunately out of time to continue. You mind if I do my outro, Buck?
Yee, go ahead.
Okay. We are unfortunately out of time to continue. If there's not a post stream, they miss the favorite parts of the movie watchable. How do I do 2 minutes of time? Take it from there. I will be live with more hardcore Minecraft in a week. Tomorrow I'll be picking it back up with more Spyro speedrunning. If you enjoy my content, want support more, go subscribe to my channel. But up there, I give you perks once again, access to channel, email, channel, and possibility ad free. That's 30 tips, subscribing, whichever best fits you. Maybe both the better perks, money, some money. I'm gonna support it's the best fits you. But if you have a Kofi, but if you want to support more, I have a Kofi, you can donate to all donations and tips are non-refundable, including one-time donation or subscription-based donation. It's sort of best fits you. But anyways, I hope everybody had a wonderful time, and hope to see y'all again next time. A good